Is your organization struggling with AI adoption? Scattered API keys across departments, spiraling costs with no visibility, security vulnerabilities from unmanaged credentials, and no way to track who's using what? You're not alone. 83% of organizations report challenges with AI governance. I'm going to show you how AI Controller transforms this chaos into controlled, secure, and cost-effective AI operations. In the next few minutes, you'll see a complete setup from scratch and understand why leading organizations trust AI Controller as their centralized AI gateway. So let's begin by logging in. I'm using the default credentials of admin and admin, but we'll change those as the first step. After registration, you'll receive a license key via email, and we'll activate that now. Once activated, you can see your license expiry date and the maximum number of uses or combinations of users and client apps that are permitted. This is a transparent licensing model, and it means no surprise charges. You know exactly what you're paying for, and it scales predictably with your organization's growth. Security starts here. Let's change that default password immediately. This is a critical first step for any production deployment. Notice the password complexity requirements. AI Controller is built with security first principles, and every action from this point forward is logged in our comprehensive audit trail, ensuring you're always compliance ready. Now for the exciting part. Let's set up our first AI provider. AI Controller supports all the major LLM providers, including OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, and many, many more. It also works with LLM aggregators and even models hosted on your own infrastructure using tools like Llama CPP and Ollama. This flexibility means you're never locked into a single provider. You can switch between them without changing a single line of code in your applications. So I'll enter the API key. Notice how it's immediately encrypted and masked. The key is stored securely and will never be exposed to end users. Let's test this connection. Perfect. With hot reload capability, this provider is instantly available to authorized users. No restarts, no downtime. Let's now create our first user. The system generates a secure password. Make sure to copy that. Users can obviously change that later, and that's all self-service. Here's where AI Controller really shines. With role-based access control, you can ensure that only authorized personnel can access expensive or sensitive models. Before going further, let's verify our setup. The prompt and LLM screen provides something really powerful. A full chat interface that any of your users can access instantly. Notice all the models available in this dropdown. When administrators add a new provider or model, they appear here immediately for all our users. No API keys to distribute, no complex configuration. Users just select and chat. I'll send a test message and watch as the response streams in real time. This centralized approach means that whenever a new model gets launched, you update it here once, and every user in your organization has instant access. We can even switch between models mid-conversation and view the full raw API response. Our provider is working perfectly. Now let's see AI Controller from the user's perspective. I'll log out and sign back in as the user we just created. Notice how clean and simple the interface is. Users can immediately access the chat interface to start working with AI models. No technical setup required. As a user, I need to create an AI Controller API key for my applications. This is a game changer for security. Users never need to access the actual provider API keys. AI Controller handles that securely on the back end. I'll set an expiration date for additional security. Keys can automatically rotate on any schedule you choose. Let me copy this key. Notice how it's immediately masked in the interface. This single key will work across all providers I'm authorized to use. One key to rule them all, reducing the attack surface and simplifying credential management across your organization. Let's put this key into action with VS Code and continue.dev. Continue.dev is currently my preferred AI coding assistant. The beauty of AI Controller, however, is that it supports virtually all client apps that allow endpoint customization. Because we implement the OpenAI compatible API, there's no learning curve and no code changes are required. Setup takes just a few seconds. I'll navigate to the configuration file, enter our AI Controller API key and the API base. That's your AI Controller address with /work/ appended. Save and we're done. Let me test this with a coding question. Look at that, instant AI assistance, but now with complete organizational control and visibility. Your developers are productive immediately and you maintain oversight. Back in AI Controller, I can check my personal log. Here's our test message with complete request and response details. This transparency helps users understand their usage patterns and debug any issues. For developers, this is invaluable. No more guessing why something didn't work. Complete visibility means faster problem resolution. Now, let's see the admin perspective. Logging back in as admin reveals the full picture. I can see logs for all users, perfect for compliance and security audits. But here's where it gets interesting, the cache section. AI Controller automatically caches identical prompts. Cache hits translate directly to cost savings. These cache responses are served in milliseconds, improving user experience while reducing API costs. And remember, if you're deployed on-premise, all this data stays within your network boundaries. Complete data sovereignty. Security teams will love this. Complete visibility of all API keys across the organization. I can see when each key was last used, and if there was ever a security concern, I can revoke that access instantly. No more hunting through repositories for orphan credentials. This centralized management is crucial for maintaining security and enables immediate incident response. Let's now add another client application. LibreChat provides a ChatGPT style interface that users already know and love. Your teams get a familiar, productive interface, but you maintain all control and visibility benefits of AI Controller. Configuration is just as simple. Enter the AI Controller API key, save, and we're connected. Users can immediately start chatting away with models they're authorized to use. Zero learning curve means immediate adoption and productivity. Switching back to AI Controller, we can see the LibreChat messages appearing in real time. Every interaction is logged and cached. Whether users access AI through VS Code, LibreChat, or any custom application, you have complete visibility and control. The admin dashboard provides executive level insights at a glance. We can see how many users are actively using AI, which models are most popular, and track costs by department with additional data processing. This data is invaluable for capacity planning and departmental chargebacks. You can finally answer questions like, what is our AI ROI and which departments are driving AI adoption? The licensing information helps you plan for growth, ensuring you're never caught off guard by usage spikes. All of this is supported by comprehensive documentation that's updated frequently, from REST API references for your developers to step-by-step integration guides. Everything you need is here. Code examples in Python, JavaScript, and other languages mean your team can integrate AI Controller into any workflow or application. So, in just about 8 minutes, you've seen how AI Controller transforms the complexity of AI enterprise management into simple, secure, and scalable solution. From setup to integration, everything is designed to remove friction while maintaining control. But AI Controller isn't just about managing AI. It's about empowering your organization to adopt AI confidently, securely, and cost-effectively. Whether you're managing a small team or a global enterprise, whether you need cloud deployment or a complete air-gapped security, AI Controller adapts to meet your needs.